Hey fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World. Today we're here with Scot Neal, one of my good buddies and an awesome Wolters World fan here in Scotland. And I thought it'd be a good time to ask a local, what are 5 things we should know about Scotland before we come here? And I know the Scots have a reputation for being value oriented. Would that be a good way to put it? Do you have any good tips on being like value oriented when I come here to Scotland?
Search sites like 5 p.m.
Okay, so 5 p.m.
Yep, Groupon.
Groupon.
It is on.
It is on?
It is on, yep.
Okay.
They will have hotel deals where they'll throw in evening meals and breakfast. So if you're touring Scotland, you'll get a couple of nights at Skye or near Aberdeen or up in the Highlands for £100–150 for breakfast, evening meal for three nights.
And that's the thing, is that's 3 nights. That's not one night, that's 3 nights. That's where you go. So
yes.
5 p.m., Groupon, and
it is on.
It's on. Okay, so check those out. And we'll have links to that down below. So another thing that some of our fans have actually asked me about is actually hiking here in Scotland. And I'll be honest, when we were here with Caleb and Liam when they were younger, we would just stop the car and just go walk and hike and stuff because there's so many hills and mountains. There's so much greatness here about doing that. So what advice do you have for some of the hiking trips or anything you should think about?
There's one called the West Highland Way, and that's 96 miles, and it goes from Glasgow to Inverness, Fort William, sorry.
Fort William, okay.
And that has multiple stops along the way where you can arrange to have all your tent or any backpacks or anything. They will transport that from each stop, so all you need to carry from each stage is basically food for the day.
That's awesome.
If you want to do something really special, go to the stores in Skye, which are continually voted one of the most beautiful places on earth. And as you said, stop the car, park, and walk up a hill.
Yeah.
It's absolutely stunning.
And we did that with Caleb back when he was little. Oh my God, he was like, Dad, can we stop? I'm like, sure. Like my mom was there, my dad was there, Jocelyn, me, Caleb. Liam wasn't born yet, and we would just go out and hike up a hill here, and you just get these great views everywhere. And Isle of Skye is fantastic just in general. I mean, I know you're a big Isle of Skye fan like me.
Yep.
Any tips for Isle of Skye or anything to tell them?
Isle of Skye, you have the fairy pools that you have to go to as well. You can actually go and swim in there. And there's also up in the north of the island, there is fossilised dinosaur footprints on the beach. A wee bit harder to find, but you know,
you can find them.
Yeah, a big range of things.
Yeah, and
Skye is beautiful.
Yeah. And I feel bad because Liam is a super huge fan of dinosaurs and stuff like that. And we were there before he was born. I'm like, we got to go back because it's just gorgeous there.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing we need to talk about, a lot of people like to talk about Scottish weather. And you guys like to say, it's like, oh, just wait, what, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it'll change?
Don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes.
Oh, 15 minutes, sorry,
yeah.
so 15 minutes. Yeah, I mean, okay, so for example, today we're on yellow warnings for thunderstorms and rain, and it's been sunny all day. Like, we went out in t-shirts, like, this is the 3rd shirt I've worn today, this is the 4th shirt, and this is the 5th thing. Because we went out thinking it was gonna rain, and it was hot and sunny and beautiful, and we sweated through all of our clothes. But here the weather is temperamental,
to say the least. If you were coming, bring a poncho, a rain jacket that will fit in a bag. It will rain.
yes, it will rain multiple times.
Yes, but from that rain, you also have to prepare for the midges.
Oh, the midges, yes.
Which are basically tiny flying piranhas.
Yes.
And they will eat you alive. So bring something that's going to be insect repellent. If you're out at night, they will get you.
Yeah, and the farther you go north, like in the Highlands and Northern Highlands and stuff like that, I know Liam, when we were here, I mean, I don't know how that kid survived because I don't think any blood left in him because it can be really bad. So have your insect repellent or just have the bands and stuff like that. It can make a really big difference. So another thing people like to know about when they travel is the food. Now for me, people love Scottish food, but should they be dissing Scottish food? Should they making fun of that stuff?
Traditional food is stodge. It was built so that if you get stuck in a snowdrift, you didn't starve to death. You would survive, right? It was very heavy food. Now, Scottish food is as good as anywhere you'll find. There's a restaurant in Edinburgh called The Kitchen, run by Tom Kitchen. World-class food, set menu for £33. Very hard to get into, but fantastic value.
Worth every penny, or every pence.
Glasgow has fantastic restaurants, but it's also some of the UK's best Indian food. Localised food. You know, if you're out at 5, you've got 4 for vides, which is almost high, just built for this golden.
Built for men like us.
A growth, you've got smokies, which is smoked fish, and they're all sold out on very small units from the fisherman's family, but it is fantastic.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, my mom and I are here now, but I've come here with Joss, and I've come here with the boys, I've come here with my parents, I've come here by myself, I've come here with friends, and you eat really well when you are here. Like, the seafood in general for me is the bomb, but like the beef, the lamb.
Seafood, Scotland has, I think it's something like 6,000 miles of coast. It's got some of the best.
So you're telling me we can get some good seafood?
Yes.
Right.
Again on Sky.
On Sky, heck yeah. And so, like with the food, so some things people should know, like the water, you have no problem drinking here, right?
No, best drinking water you'll find in the water. The tap water is fantastic. Yeah,
the tap water tastes better than the bottled water, just in general. But like, for me, when I've gone around Scotland, I love drinking like the local beers and whiskeys. Like, do you have any advice on like beers or anything like that, or whiskeys, or just in general? Is there any kind of strong, like strong drink we should have over here?
Iron brew, obviously.
Iron brew.
Yeah. You can't come to Scotland and not have iron brew. Beers can be, some can be quite regional, so just ask the barman. I mean, what they recommend. You've got all your normal stuff that you get at every bar, but ask the barman. Whiskies, again, if you're in Glasgow, there's a bar called the Pot Still that is a fantastic range of whiskies. My own personal preference is a 12-year-old Bowmore, which just smells like liquid barbecue. It is fantastic. You just sit, very smoky.
That sounds dang good. Dang good. So all your like preconceptions of food and drink when you come here, they will be blown away when you come to Scotland, because the food, the drink is really great when you are here. So another thing you need to know when you come to Scotland is there's more than a few castles when you come to Scotland, right?
Every town or every city's got its castle.
or 2, or 3, or 4 or 5. And you're going to see a lot of stuff here. The history and the museums in Scotland are just unbelievable. A
lot of the museums are free, so it's ideal on a day like today when it's maybe going to rain, you can spend some time. The castles you have to pay for, but they're well worth it. But again, maybe come back to the saving money. They all look the same once you get in.
True, they do look the same. And I will say, it's like you can get some good deals. Like if you're a member of Historic Scotland or the National Trust for Scotland, you can get into these places for free, like you pay the membership. But some of them still actually like hack it, so you buy like a 2-day pass or a week-long pass, and they can actually save you money to go on all of them. You only pay once, and you get to see so much stuff. And honestly, after 2 castles, it pays for itself. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, 2 castles, it's paid for itself. Edinburgh Castle is probably the most popular one. Stirling is a real castle. In fact, I've seen a lot of battles. And from Stirling Castle, you can see down to the film Braveheart. Although, don't look at the statue, the Wallace Monument. It's a statue of Mel Gibson, not of. It is absolutely terrible. But you can see that battlefield of Stirling Bridge. Donaghadore Castle near Aberdeen is probably my own personal favourite.
We've been there before. We went there with Caleb years ago, and he loved it. He had a great time.
Donning's another stunning castle. That's the one at the start of Highlander. There's people who are familiar with that. A tip for that is don't park in the car parks to get a picture. Cross the bridge at the other side of it and get a picture facing the other way.
Oh right, we made the right choice back in the day. Thank you. See, this is why we have awesome travelers that know the extra tips. You rock, buddy. Thank you. Okay, and so the last thing I want to talk about is one of the best parts of coming to Scotland are the people like Scott. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Scottish people are awesome. They will talk to you. They will share stuff. And I mean, I'm going to guess you probably know more about the U.S. and politics and what's going on in the U.S. than a lot of Americans do. I mean, the people are really awesome. So go out and talk to them.
Here we are here at the Grass Market. It's lined with famous pubs. You'll go in there and you will make a friend. Glasgow's the same. You go into a pub in Glasgow, you will make friends, and they'll be happy to talk about
anything.
Brexit, the right or wrong referendum, yes or no. Do you know what I mean? You will happily top to your ear spot.
Yeah, and that's what's great. I mean, so we were at the White Hart Inn for the last, what, 3 hours?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I may have had a few drinks. He was being responsible, as a good Scotsman would be. And how many people cycled through the table that night? 10 people?
Yeah.
Like 10 people.
Speaking
And
to them all.
Yeah, we're speaking to them all, and you're going to do that when you're here. So make sure you take the time to chat with the locals when you're here. Because honestly, wherever you go in the world, Scotsmen are some of the best people to talk to because they're good people and awesome people with great fashion sense, by the way. Thank you very much. Anyway, anyone you want to say hi to before we take off?
I'll say hi to my wife, Marianne, Sarah and Rebecca, and my gorgeous wee granddaughter, Charlotte.
That's right, Charlotte. He's going to take you all kinds of great places, okay, just so you know. Anyway, wish you all the best. We'll say bye from here in Edinburgh. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.